Anyways. Yeah, I think back to a level in Illusion of Gaia. It's called Mew. Illusion of Gaia is basically this game. It's kind of an action RPG, and it's this game that takes you like all over the world to these sort of mystical places, or places with sometimes biblical associations, or like, I'm not sure how to describe. So it takes you to like the places like the Nazca Plains, and like the final level is the Tower of Babel, and then like you go to the Great Wall of China as well, and you go to the Incan ruins and the oh shit, what's it called? I forget what that level is, but there's the pyramid as well, and there's, you know, it's weird. You can like transform into a big knight dude, and oh, I think I already have bought those. Yeah, we both have one of those already. Alright. But it's a good game. Recommend. Highly recommend. Might have to heal soon. But yeah, there's a level in it called Mew, and it's like the lost city of Mew. I forget what the fable is behind that, but it's like it's an ancient city that was lost. I don't want Justin to die here, but he's not looking great.
Come on, get up!
And it's like, it's one of the most annoying levels in the game, because you travel around this whole area, and it's really complicated to navigate, but then you have to go to like different temples to like raise and lower the water levels in order to get to certain places, and it's so complicated and annoying to level to do, but I always remember that level for some reason when I think about stuff like this.
All right, we won.
Don't know why. It's just like the potential for being really annoying, I guess. But yeah, if you haven't played that game, I recommend it. I wanted to play... I don't know if I'll play it on the channel, because I've kind of not really... I'm not really super interested in replaying stuff I've already played. I kind of just want to play new stuff, because I feel like it'll be a bit of a waste if I replay stuff I already have played. I'm like, why would I spend my time doing that, you know? So yeah, and I've played that, and I've played like Soul Blazer, ActRaiser, made by the same companies. ActRaiser 2 was not though, so I still need to play ActRaiser 2, I think, because I kind of skipped that one. But I need to play that, and then the other one is Terranigma, which is pretty Terranigma is a bit more obscure because it was never released in the West, so
Pretty easy, right, Puppy?
I mean, that's basically it. It was never released in the West, so it was a little harder to get your hands on. I think there's probably a translated copy now. They might have released it at some point, but I think it's got to be playable by now. So I'm gonna play it, and that's on my to-do list. So I'll probably play that one at some point. But if you've ever played like the Secret of Mana series, or like Secret of Evermore even. That's another game I want to... I had Secret of Evermore as a kid, and I never was able to finish it because it's such a difficult game. That I just never finished it. So someday I'll play that.
All right, we won.
But yeah, there's been like a minimal few games I've replayed on the channel. I replayed Zelda 1 and 2. I started Zelda 3. And never really got around to finishing it. It was because at the time I wasn't like feeling too confident about if I was releasing a series and like it wasn't getting views, I was gonna be like, I'm just gonna move on to the next thing and try to find something that's gonna get that people are actually gonna want to watch. I don't want to do a full series of something if nobody's gonna watch it, you know. It was basically my reasoning. I don't know. I didn't think it was necessarily bad reasoning. And there's a few games that I've done there that I could go back to. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to A Link to the Past because, like I said, I don't really want to just replay stuff I already have, unless there's an interest in it. Unless people actively ask me to do it, then I'll consider doing it. But otherwise, I'm probably not gonna do it. But games I haven't finished, like Digimon World, I'll probably return to at some point. What else? Well, I didn't release all of my... what is it? Return of the Obra Dinn episodes? But I did finish that entire series. Like, I played the whole thing. And I just didn't release all the episodes, so there's a few series out there like that. I did replay all of Doom 2016. That was a replay. I replayed Zelda 1 and 2. The first God of War, that was a replay of that game. Which way do I go? What's over here? Oh, okay. I was worried I was gonna get... Okay, cool. Mana egg. Yeah, I don't know. Anything I haven't finished that I didn't play before, I will probably return to at some point, assuming I continue my channel. Like Life is Strange, I actually have some episodes left in the woodworks for that I haven't actually put out ever. So whenever I return to that at whatever point, it might end up being something I finish on my own though, so rely on that, because I do want to have a game that I can play just by myself, so I do pick one from my backlog to just do there. Right now it's Pillars of Eternity, which has actually been quite a long game to try to get through. But I do believe I'm getting close. But I do have to play the DLC as well, so maybe I'm not getting close at all. Okay, they actually just gave me an Iron Mace, even despite the fact that I didn't really think I wanted it. I'm not gonna use it. Yeah, I mean, if you want to request something for me to do, I'll definitely consider it, but if it's a newer game I haven't played before, I can add it to my backlog at the very least, but I don't know if I'm just gonna straight up start playing stuff because people wanted me to. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so I guess we'll just go up here. Probably this is just gonna lead to, what, a boss fight or something? This is where we go in. Look, Justin. Uh-oh, looks like they've started already. You, Pecan, take Fida as your lawfully wedded wife, to love and to cherish, in sickness and in health, for as long as you both shall live. Oh yeah, you betcha. Yup. Now, if anyone objects to this wedding, let them speak now or forever hold their peace. What's going on here? Father, this isn't right. And now the groom may kiss the bride and be forever united in holy... What? Kiss the bride? Okay, Fina, here's where we kiss. I'll do the kissing. All you have to do is pucker up. Yeah. Hey, it's okay. Yup. I'll kiss you gently. Look, I'm holding back. Yup. That creep Pecan. I'm putting a stop to this right now. Justin, we can go this way. Let's go. Let's hurry. I'm hurrying. Let's go, Sue. Let go of Fina right now. If you get even one drop of your snot on her, I'll beat you to a pulp. Yup. Yuck. Let Fina go, Pecan, or I'll bust up this whole wedding. That's right, Pecan. A wedding should be a bride's dream come true. This is a sham, and we won't allow it. Yup. I'm not gonna let you ruin my wedding. Master Chang, come get them. Come on. Here we go. Boss battle. Ha. I invited Master Chang just in case something like this came up. Yup. Oh, it's you. I'm not letting you get me again. Fight. Here we go. Alright. Let's be clever about this. The kick. Wait, why can't I use this? Because if it's FP minus 30, I have 32. Won't let me use it. That's weird. Yeah, I'm gonna let that go. And let's give this one a go. Nice. I don't know if this is gonna stack or anything. Okay. Can we knock him out of this? Damn. It's going hard. V-slash.
V-slash.
Yeah. Let's use V-slash again.
V-slash.
Yeah. Nice. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was intense. We will wait to use rah. I'm gonna continue to... I mean, we technically can keep upping defense if we want. Is there a way to tell, like... Oh shit, no. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that just like auto. It was an auto thing. Okay, I'm gonna use heal, I think. No, I'm not. He can take another hit, I think. Just gonna regular attack.
Face slash.
Nice. Alright, sorry, that's my Discord. I'll have to turn that off. I don't know what's going on over there. I'm not sure how to turn off Discord notifications. Well, what are you doing? Yep, you're messing up our wedding. It was messed up from the beginning. What kind of wedding is this anyway? You took Fina and forced her into it. Yeah. So what if I did? As president, I've got the right. Yup. Okay, Fina, no wedding, no hold on. Okay, sorry. I think I figured it out. Okay, Fina, no wedding, no pass. Are you gonna give it back? I'll forgive you if you change your mind now. So, dear Fina, come fly into my arms, yup. Fina, come on, let's get going. Fina. She can't do it, yep. She knows if she gives up that pass, she'll never have another adventure. Pakon, here, take your silly old adventurer's pass. I don't need it anymore. What are you saying, yep? I finally remembered something. An adventurer's as free as the wind. Fina! How could I forget such a thing? We chose the adventurer's path to be free like the wind in the clouds. No one decides where the wind blows. This pass cannot bind the soul of a true adventurer. Farewell. Tomorrow, I'll be one with the wind. Only I will decide where to blow. Wow, my dear Fina. Thank you, Justin and Sue, you've rescued me. Yes, but now you're not a member of the Adventurers Society anymore. Right, and I'm so glad too. I'm no longer who I was till today. So let's go, all three of us. Eat? Huh? What the? Hip hip hooray! Congratulations to the newlyweds. Hey, look at this, so young and innocent. They're so shy, so cute. They're made for each other, it's true. I'm so envious. I sure hope someday I'll have a beautiful bride like her. Huh? Hey, who are you? What happened to Mr. Pecan? Oh, what? Well, what am I saying? I won't be a party pooper. This is a wedding, a joyous occasion, time to celebrate. That's right, so let's wish them well to their new life. My, don't they look good together? A lovely couple. Puff, puff, puff. Well, I can't believe it. What do we do, Fina? What do we do? Well, let's go back to my house. It's embarrassing to stay here. Yay. We got married, guys. That is so funny. Everyone knows I didn't marry Pecan, but they kept on partying anyways. You should have seen Justin's face. It was so funny. He looked so bewildered. Man, that was something. Well, you both must be tired, huh? Please make yourself at home and rest here as long as you like, okay? So much has happened since that day when I finished setting up this tent. I remember the day I let a little lost sheep sleep in my bed with me, when my tent was almost blown down. This tent always gives me a warm welcome when I come back after a few days on an adventure. Tell me, Justin, how did you feel on the night before leaving on your adventure? Were you afraid? Oh, afraid? Why would I be afraid? I was too excited to sleep. Okay, maybe I was a bit worried. Without knowing it, I came to think that the real adventures are those sanctioned by the Adventurers Society. That's pretty strange, huh? I mean, people must have had adventures long before that society was formed. I'd really like to go see all those sights you'll be seeing, but... Fina? Okay, enough for today. It's bedtime. Justin and Sue, you'll be leaving early tomorrow, right? I don't know, she's not coming with us. I wonder why. Hey, where's Fina? I wonder where she went. Fina, come to Dom Ruins with us. Fina, come. Sue's talking in her sleep. Can I talk to Puffy? No. Okay. Do I need to recover? I'll recover. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Good morning, Justin. Did you sleep well? Huh? Oh, I see. Hey, Justin, do you know where the wind is coming from? This wind starts in the mountains over there, and it carries the bird's call and the scent of the forest. I was thinking about the wind a lot last night. What does the wind see? If we were flying like the wind, I wonder if the things that you see would be the same things I see. Fina? I love the wind. I'd forgotten how this feels. Thanks for helping me remember. What's her deal? Let's go, Justin. Let's go where the wind starts. Oh yeah, let's go, Fina. So when do we leave? Naturally. We're leaving right now. I wouldn't wait another second for this feeling, this moment. Yeah. Let's go. Well, Mullen, have you found the last piece? Unfortunately, not yet, sir. We cannot proceed with Operation Yggdrasil until you do. Find it, Mullen, and find it soon. We are now implementing a plan in the forest near the Dom Ruins. We will have good news if we succeed. Yes, it is possible we will gain something. I'm expecting good news. So shall we head for the Dom Ruins? Has anyone forgotten anything? First we have to cross over the Wrangell Mountains south of New Palm. The Dom Ruins are in a desert over there. Alright, let's go to the Dom Ruins. Save. 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 Alright. Alright. I say we go back to town real quick so we can deck out Fina with some supplies and such. I think that's a good idea. So I'm gonna go do it. Yeah, I adjusted my mic a little bit because I noticed in some series I was clipping the audio. It's been a bit of an issue for me. I don't want the mic to clip, but sometimes if I turn it like a click lower, if I talk too low, it's a disaster and you can't hear most of what I say. I don't know. My voice has a lot of, like, if I'm projecting like this right now, this isn't really like my normal speaking voice exactly. It doesn't feel super, it feels like I'm yelling almost into the mic right now. Oh, this is the wrong place. Oh, but I can sell him stuff. I don't want this mace. I don't want the gloves. I don't really want this knife. I'll keep the earrings. Is there a stashing area? An area I can stash in? There might have been one in the hotel here. So yeah, I put it a click down. I hope it's not terrible. I hope it's okay. And that's about all I have to say about that. Oh. Yeah. Also, it's a... Where am I going? Where's the frickin' shop? Did I ever go in here? I think I was thinking that I never... No, I did go in here. Okay. Where's the shop? God damn it. I don't remember. Oh, I remember where it is. Alright, I guess Fina's got a knife now, so that's interesting. That's a very different weapon. A big knife. Alright, magic then. What happens if I just buy fire again for her? Okay, it just isn't gonna work. Okay. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? Because this means everybody's got some magic. Let me check, like... I'm just gonna give Fina wind and fire. There we go. That seems like a cool idea to me. Alright, well, let's get out of here. So now we leave. Oh, man, yesterday I played an Among Us game with some people, and we used a mod for the first time, and I didn't realize before I started playing that I was incredibly tired. Like, I knew I hadn't slept well the night like the night prior. Like, I'd woken up and I was like, it's really early. Like, you know when... You know when you, like... I don't know. I woke up and I'm like... I was lying in bed. I'm like, I need to probably try to fall back asleep. Because I want to, like... I know I have to get up in a few hours, but... Like, I really want to get those few extra hours sleep. So I tried to lie in bed and I couldn't fall back asleep. And I ended up, like, turning on some YouTube videos to try to, like, lull myself to sleep, but the longer it took, I was like, well, I just have to get up now. And so I just ended up getting up.
All right, we won.
And throughout the day, I felt mostly normal, except yesterday I had like zero drive to do anything. I realized I was just like, what's going on? Man, I don't feel like doing anything. And I commented in like a Hangouts. We kind of had a mini argument, I guess, in my Hangouts group. I don't know why it happened. There's like, it's so annoying to me because I like, it's always something that like I have a thought and I'm like, this is an innocuous thought, but every time I'm like, there's always gonna be. Like, I just expect that somebody's gonna have some problem with what I said.
All right, we won.
You know, I don't know. I like, no matter what. So I've kind of been dissuaded from wanting to type much in there. They're fine people, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's like they just want to argue, and I don't always have the energy for it, if that makes sense. I'm just like, I don't want to do this right now. I almost never want to do it anymore. I used to do it before all the time, but I'm just like, I don't know. I don't like being that person. You know, I don't like being a very like combative person. I like to joke around and have fun. I don't like to like argue too much about stuff, but there is stuff I'm passionate. Usually I'm passionate about stuff when it's like something that to me is like I can't understand why somebody would take the opposing viewpoint. Like if it doesn't make sense to me, the argument, then I can't. I become suddenly very passionate about it. It's a bad habit. I've been trying to break it. But there's a few things that I'll talk at length about. But yesterday we were talking about like he'd posted about like he saw one of my friends had seen Shazam, and he was talking about like because I had brought it up before, and I was like, oh, this is actually a really fun movie. And he had apparently watched it and was like, oh yeah, and he had said like it was different from most superhero movies because it was because they didn't try to like undercut the serious parts with like comedy or action or whatever. And I mean like I agreed with him, like for the most part I agreed with that. I just thought it was a bit of a generalization to be like, oh, it's like all superhero movies do this, because I thought to myself like you can be more specific about it. So I was like, I don't really think it's all superhero movies. I just think it's something that started with Marvel movies, mostly from director style choices, like Joss Whedon and like James Gunn do this thing, and it works really well for them. And so Marvel kind of adopted it into like every movie they did. And now I feel like DC was kind of doing the same thing, just trying to adopt that same style. I don't think it's any like I was just trying to branch off the point and say that you know what I mean? Branch off the point and say that, oh, you can be more specific about this, like where it came from, and just try to start a discussion. That was like all I was trying to do there. Why is the music so fucking intense? Oh, but one of my other friends decided to argue with me about it. I couldn't really understand his perspective at first, because he seemed to be like, oh, well, it's like most superhero movies are Marvel films, so just to like, I guess it was the way I worded it was to be like I just said it, you can't really say it about superhero movies in general. I think it's just like Marvel movies. It comes from Marvel. And my point was that it's specifically not something that like DC had been really doing. They didn't do it, except for maybe Suicide Squad. They started doing it kind of with Justice League, but the only reason they did it in Justice League was because of the rewrites by Joss Whedon, which kind of just led into my point anyways. I'd also seen the X-Men movies, and they didn't really do it in those movies either. Those movies were mostly serious. So I was a little annoyed by his point to just like ungeneralize my point that I was making and be like, oh, but you can say it's in general because most superhero movies are Marvel movies. I was like, what's the point of this? I don't know. It was like really frustrating. Like I don't know. It's like a frustrating argument. I feel like this is why I don't like. I don't know. I don't always like bringing up my opinions to have to like participate in like a weird argument that just frustrates me and doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm just gonna be upset about it. So, like, what do I do? It's not. Like, I don't know. I don't even mean to start some argument about it, but now there's one happening, and I'm like, oh, whatever. I don't know. Even at the end of it, where he tried to explain what he meant, I still don't get it. I still don't understand what the heck his point was. I don't like the idea of a generalization and when you could be more specific about it, you know. That's all. I just think there's value in not just being like, oh, this is this and this. actually leads into an argument we had the other day. Well, it wasn't really much of an argument. I didn't argue very much about it, but we were talking about, like I had mentioned that I thought Aquaman was a really fun movie, and they had like tried to, they made these like reductionist like comments about, oh, it's just Aquaman is just I don't even remember, but they I don't know, they were talking about how like, one of my friends described it as schlocky, which I thought was very inaccurate, like extremely inaccurate to call it that, because it's incredibly highly produced. I think that's one of its biggest almost one of the best things it has going for it is it's just such a beautiful movie to look at. It's like really well done. He also talked about how he didn't like DC CG, and I was, which is another thing that just kind of annoyed me, because I'm like, I think you're specifically talking about like the bad Justice League CG. Like, it's a weird thing to say the DC CG when they're all different. And the CG in Aquaman is actually really good. But I mean, yeah, if you want to bring up how it was bad in Justice League, like, that's perfectly fair. I don't think anyone would disagree with that, but I would disagree with you if you're like generalizing like it like that. That's all I'm saying, you know. It's just like, that's the problem with the generalization, is it's like it's flawed when you just make these statements referring to a very specific part of something and saying, oh, it's true for all of it. Then I don't know, it's also just an annoying thing to try to argue against, so I don't know. And I feel like he was making fun of me for like, because I kind of like the Arrowverse shows, and I don't really expect they would necessarily, oh man, it sounds kind of like I'm going in on my like just attacking people. I'm not really, it's a thing to talk about, I think. I don't know, we have these arguments all the time, even though I try not to, so it's just like normal for me to be in this mindset, I guess. There are so many fucking enemies here. I hate this place. It's too wide open, and like, man, alright. I really could use a map here. I just wouldn't really expect that he would necessarily, like, him specifically to understand why, like, what about those shows I like. So I don't really know that I could explain it to him, or that he'd understand it. I do like that they're kind of bad. Like, they're fun shows to talk about, and that's part of the big appeal for me. Was when at my job, when I first started my job, I knew a bunch of people there who also watched these shows, and it was just a really fun talking point to like talk about. Sometimes the shows are like really, really bad, and sometimes they're good, and just to be like, oh man, this is actually really good this week, and I like this new thing. But man, that show is not doing great. Like, it's just, there's so much to talk about that you can like discuss and be like, well, I think this and I think that, and it's not like anybody, like, nobody's really gonna get upset because we all like kind of, you know, we're all used to like feeling different ways about it. It's like pretty normal to be like, it's kind of bad this week. If that makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It's just a really fun thing to talk about, and I feel like you don't get that unless you willingly watch shows, even if they're not like 10 out of 10 complete masterpieces, you know? And I feel like if all I'm watching is that, there's just no flavor, you know? It's just like, oh, well, this is a good show. There's nothing to talk about when something's really good. I don't know, but there's like peaks and valleys of like what's good about Arrowverse. I feel like some of the best parts of Arrowverse are like the first season of Flash for sure. I think is pretty phenomenal. Season like 2 and 3 of Legends of Tomorrow is like one of the best things they ever did. Just so goofy and silly that it's just really fun. And then like, but I'm not about to say it's all good. No, there's definitely seasons that are really bad. I thought Supergirl was mostly bad. There were certain things I liked about it, but mostly kind of a bad show. But I did like the character. It's just the show was kind of bad. And I really liked the crossovers that they did with her. Like, pairing her with the Flash especially, I thought was really fun. Because they just had really good chemistry. And, yeah, I mean, you know, and you just have to get into it, you know. But sure, you can just say it's shitty and like you can like people can shit on me for liking it, I guess, but I think it's a dumb thing to do, to be like, oh, you like that? That's stupid. It's like, whatever, man. Why is this like why is this drawing my attention to it? You know, it's pretty safe here. Instead of pushing on, I think we should camp here tonight. Sue is poisoned. That's strange. When I first met you on the steamer, I would never have thought that we'd be camping together like this. That's because you didn't have much confidence in me at first. Yeah, but that's because Justin's really still a kid. She didn't have any choice. But now I know I can count on Justin. Look how much he's done already. Hey Justin, are we going to the Dom Ruins to look for Angelo artifacts? Didn't we talk about this before? We're heading for Alent. The Dom Ruins is just a stop on the way. Alent? I've never heard of that place before. I hadn't heard of it until recently. Maybe it was the Angelo capital? But you can bet it'll be amazing. But after the Dom Ruins lies the Misty Forest. After that is the end of the world. That's right, so where's Alent? We gotta go to Dom to find out. Maybe just to the end of the world. Wait a minute, Justin. No one's ever come back from the Misty Forest. You said just to the end of the world? Fina, you don't understand yet. There's no such word as impossible for an adventure. We can do it. Justin, your brave talk is inspiring me. You're right. We can do it. Misty Forest and the end of the world are both close to here, so it's no big deal getting to them. First we go to the Dom Ruins, then to Alent, and after that to the end of the world. Alright. Are you okay, Sue? After so much hiking, you must be tired. I'm not tired at all. Hey, we're all adventurers, right? This sort of stuff's a cinch. Okay, I'm relieved then. If you don't mind my asking, what were your lives like back in Parm? Justin was a real troublemaker, same as he is now. Fina, what were you like as a child? Huh? Me? Well, I was always with my big sister. She was very kind to me. But 2 years ago, she left. She suddenly decided to join the military. I mean, your sister is in the Garlisle forces? Oh, you know, we saw several female soldiers at the Salt Ruins. I wonder if she was one of them. Wait a minute, Sue. Those girls were all ugly and mean. None of them could possibly be Fina's sister. Yeah, those 3 we saw were so mean. What about the one who was next to the blonde? She was quiet and pretty too. Oh, yeah. Well, I sure hope your sister is doing well. Yeah, I guess. Thanks for your concern, Sue. Alright. That's it then. I slept great. Yeah. The air is so cool and refreshing. Good morning, you two. What a beautiful morning. Oh, Fina. You always wake up so early. Well, of course. Looks like you two still have a long way to go to become adventurers. Aw, cut it out, Fina. It was the same when I first met you up swabbing the deck of the steamer. Justin, I think luck is on our side today. The air is very clear this morning, so we can see real far. Look. Look, there's the Misty Forest and the end of the world. Oh. Wait, that's it? You guys call the end of the world just the horizon? from the top of this mountain? Holy crap, have they not gone anywhere? Wow, it's huge. All of that is the Misty Forest? Fina, I can see the Misty Forest, but where's the end of the world? Look higher up, Justin, toward the horizon. Oh, okay, okay. Higher up. Oh, whoa, what? Is there like a castle in the clouds? That's so freaking weird, dude. Oh, wow. A huge wall is the end of the world? Right, that's the end of the world. So do you believe me now? That is the end of the world. I don't know. I need to get closer to tell. I've got to see it myself. I'm so excited now. I just know that Elen is waiting for us somewhere in that forest. Justin, you're the first person I know who gets excited just by looking at scenery. So let's get going, huh? Once we cross the Wrangell Mountains, the Dom Ruins are right there. Okay, let's go. Our first destination, the Dom Ruins. How exciting. I don't know if I needed to recover. What does the hint say? Monsters. Among the many types of monsters, some are hardly affected by ordinary attacks. However, magic spells are especially effective against these monsters, so you should improve your magic. Magic items can be used instead, so if you cannot use an attack spell, you can be purchased. A weapon that is meant for certain monsters, such as the Dragon Killer, can also be used to inflict damage. Okay. Sounds complicated. Anyways, yeah, I guess that's the end of my rant. I don't know. I got kind of frustrated with the argument. Oh god, okay. We're still going. I was hoping it'd be more clear cut from this point. Yeah, but yeah, I participated in that whole discussion yesterday, which I don't know if it was a little bit induced by the fact that I was tired that I got more frustrated. But I specifically tried not to, and I kind of just dipped out of the argument after a couple messages because I really didn't want to continue it. And I just came back when it was over, but it wasn't really over, I guess. Like I said, I still don't really understand what his point was exactly. Because it seemed to me that he was just saying that it's okay to make the generalization because superhero movies are mostly Marvel movies. But I mean, in order, like, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like doing that. Like, you can say that, but like, why? Why would you say that when you could say something else that's more accurate than that? Like, why is it okay to say the thing that's less accurate? I don't know. Why would you want to do that? And I don't even think that's necessarily true, technically. I mean, I don't know. It just seemed really pointless to me. But whatever. But anyways, I was talking about this because like I said, I was really tired yesterday, and so that kind of like that made me feel a little bit more energized. I think it was just the frustration of that. And by the end of the day, we were planning on playing Among Us with a bunch of people. Sadly, we couldn't get very many people to actually really show up. Well, technically we had 8, but we were hoping to get a full 10. And just the way it panned out, we didn't get as many people as I kind of thought we might. And we have a lot of people on the server, so it does worry me a little bit that people are gonna just dip out. But we have a few people that come regularly. But we realized that one of the only people that I play with is, I talked about this in Mario Maker about my friend. He's like wanted to play with mods, and I told him like I don't think we can do that because we have people that play on mobile. I hadn't really thought about it because early on when I was thinking about it, we did have a lot of people that were just playing exclusively on mobile. But after that, it turns out that there's only like one person that we regularly play with that plays on mobile. Or she doesn't even play on mobile anymore, she plays on the Switch. And she wasn't there that night, so it turned out we were like, oh, we could probably try the proximity chat mod then. And so we did, and we tried it, and it was pretty fun. But like I said, I very much realized how tired I was, and I felt very out of it, and I was a little disappointed that I wasn't at full energy to really appreciate that exactly. But it was a fun time. I'm not sure that I would want to do that all the time. I'm a little worried that they're gonna get used to that as like that's gonna be the new way we play, because I don't feel like we were playing like I don't know. My fear is when I express something that I'm like scared about, that it's gonna be taken as like it's a legitimate thing that I think is gonna happen. When in reality, it's just like a thought I have that I think might happen. It's a possibility. I don't know how to properly describe what I'm talking about, but sometimes I say things and people are like, I can't believe you would think that would happen. Like, that's stupid. I'm like, well, it's a thought, and I feel like it could happen, not that it's going to.
All right, we won.
It's not something I'm necessarily actively worrying about. It's just like, I wonder. But yeah, my friend said he was getting bored of the game, and like this was to spice it up for him, I guess, to make it more fun, or else because he literally just said he was gonna dip out and stop playing. He was a little bit rude about it, actually, but you know, I hope that's not true. And it was fun, but realistically, I think it plays like a completely different game. Like, I didn't really feel like I was doing too much investigating. Like, I kind of like Among Us, like, regularly. It's like everybody discusses where they were, and I was over here, and I saw this person, and they were over here, and I can vouch for them because they were with me.
Not bad, eh?
And the game, I feel like with proximity chat, it has the potential to like often just devolve into nonsense. Like, people just stay together because they can just hang out and have a conversation, and then somebody dies and it's like, well, we already know who it is because we were all just not doing anything and talking to each other the whole game. Like, it's fun, but I do feel like it takes away some of the integrity of the actual game. Like, I feel like it causes people to play the game less. I don't know. I'm a little worried of getting too used to that, because I feel like we get used to that and then we get bored. You know, if like people are like, this is the way we want to play from now on, like, I don't know, then it's just, I feel like it's mostly silliness and chit-chatting, and then like that. I feel like that's easier to get bored of quickly, so I'm just worried people will get bored of it more quickly because of that. And I'm also worried people won't really want to go back to the original way to play after, but I don't know. Just a thought I had. I did have fun, though. I do want to play it more like that, especially when I'm not completely just sleep deprived. I could barely make a joke. I was like, man, my jokes were just absolutely not landing. I don't know what anyone was thinking, but I was like not. I couldn't even finish a lot of my jokes, and you know, some of the conversations I felt like got a little bit awkward, and I was like, because my brain wasn't working, like it wasn't properly functioning. I was so freaking tired. The cool thing about it, though, is that we did stay up later than we normally would have, which is interesting, because most people like leave. Most people just get tired and left, and then everybody just stuck around, and we kept playing for a few hours longer than usual. I'm like, okay. We gotta know what to make of that. Maybe they just weren't having fun before, but now they're having fun. Who knows, man? I don't know how to read people. Actually, I don't really think that's true. I think I do know how to read people. Where the heck am I going, dude? This place sucks. Yeah, anyways. It was fun. We might try some other mods and stuff. I don't know how often I'm going to be able to get anybody together, but the next time we play is probably going to be like next week sometime. Also, I texted someone to see if they would join my Among Us game, if they knew anybody that wanted to play. They completely ignored me. I was like, oh no. What did I do? I've upset them. No, I don't think so. I think they're actually like away at an event, possibly, based on, well, I think that's what's happening. I think they're AFK, and they just didn't see it. Because I can't really think of anything I would have done to deserve being completely ignored like that. I was genuinely thinking about it. I'm like, is there a reason they would want to ignore me? Nah, it's fine. Yeah, I tried to get a few people to join us. No takers.
Pretty easy.
I was looking forward to actually recording Mario Maker this week, and it turned out that I didn't need to. I went through the footage I had left over from the last recording, and it turned out I had like 25 minutes. And I was like, oh, I guess I don't actually need to record anything for this. And then I appended on like 5 minutes of Mario's Picross, which I thought was really fun. I thought it was a really fun little bonus thing to do. It's a cool game. It's a fun game. I've always liked Picross. I feel like it looks more complicated than it is. People don't understand it. I don't know if I explained. Did I get to this when I was actually playing it? There was an adventure game I played called Sherlock Holmes Mystery of the Mummy. It ended up on my backlog because I wanted to play more. I wanted to play the Sherlock Holmes series because it looked kind of fun. Oh. I didn't mean to leave just yet. Is this gonna start me from the beginning? I can't actually tell. Hold on. Okay. I think that might have been the only thing I missed. We'll kill these cobras. Yeah, what have I been doing this week? I haven't been doing much of anything, honestly. Still been reading comic books. I read the Titans Rebirth comic. I read some Wonder Woman. I haven't read enough to have much of an opinion on any of it. I have been reading X-Men 2019, and that's been pretty stellar. It's actually been really nostalgic for me. It's reminded me of like 80s X-Men, or not 80s X-Men, but 90s X-Men. Like parts of it, I'm like, oh, because I didn't really keep up with X-Men very much in terms of comic books. So it was like really cool actually to go in that and bring up this thing that I'm like, oh shit, I do remember. Like Gateway. I totally forgot about Gateway. And I was like, oh my god, I remember this fucking dude. Who else? What else? I don't remember. They're on the island Krakoa or whatever. It's just really cool and very like, I don't know, it's just really well done. I'm really excited to read the rest of it, but there's like a million spin-off X-Men comics now, so I don't know what to do with all that. I'm gonna try to read at least a little bit of each one, but This way to the Dom Ruins. Adventurers Society's members keep out. Oh, well, it's a good thing we're not in the Adventurer Society. What the freak is that, dude? Oh man, every one of these dungeons is just like a random maze, dude. Shit's so hard to navigate. Interesting. Nut bomb. Ah, okay, I see. What does nut bomb do? Oh, Fina died. Holy fuck. Nut bomb is pretty powerful. Alright, so they're like weak to the hatchet apparently. And I assume if I used fire against them, that'd be pretty useful. So I think that might be what the save thing was talking about. Did I have a revival? Yes. There we go. I also have 2 max SP. Oh, I have 2 mana eggs as well. Restores 3 level 1 MP to friend. Who's got the lowest SP? I'm gonna give this to Sue. And then Power Fruit. Oh, restores SP during attack. That's pretty useful. I might give that to Sue as well. Plus 3 strength. Alright, let's figure this out. God damn, dude. Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. I can see why this game takes so long to get through. There's so many different levels that just look like this. It's just everything looks the same. How am I supposed to get through this shit? My god, dude. Fina, you have this.
Oh, flame burn 'em!
Nice.
What a cinch.
What a cinch. He's got such an interesting voice. Alright. Now what? What is this? Fat tree here. Is there anywhere further to go this way? Not really, no. Okay. So I guess we'll just continue down this path, see where it leads. We can go back that way. Hello. Oh, that was Fina? Shit. I thought that was not Fina. I have no idea what to use.
Here goes!
Okay, that worked.
Pretty easy.
Sure was. Chola, chola. What the frick is a chola, dude? What do you mean chola? What is chola? Oh, right. I did look that up already. You know what? At first glance, I'm like, this is very complicated, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's actually not really that complicated at all. I'm starting to think it's maybe not as complicated as I think. Yeah, I was really looking forward to recording Mario Maker. I think I mentioned it in Star Wars. That episode, I don't know that it's come out yet, but I have some really fun ideas, I think, for Mario Maker. And instead of doing Endless Expert, which, by the way, I can just continue, and I think I might do all right. I play it all the time, so like I've been getting better and better at it and practicing and shit, which I feel like maybe I should do for Smash Ultimate as well. I'm a bit of okay. Now I'm lost. I need to stop frickin' holding it. It's a dumb habit because it's the same shit over and over again. So Fina's going first here. She's gonna use fire.
Oh, flame burn 'em!
Yeah, I play it all the time, and I've been having fun with expert level. I realized you could search expert levels in like detailed search. You can just search by the difficulty of the level, which kind of confuses me as to how they actually determine what. And then you can sort by clear rate. So I was like clearing some uncleared expert levels. I thought it was a really fun time because it allowed me to like, I can try as many times as I want. There's not that pressure of like I'm gonna run out of lives. And like it feels really good to solve something that a bunch of like over 100 people failed to clear. Like, it feels really good, so I've been having fun with that, and I think I might try to do that next time I record that, but that's going to be for, like, not for a while, not for, like, 5-6 more episodes of other things, because Smash is next, so I'm gonna go ahead and record, Smash with, I don't even know what the next, whatever the next character is for Smash Ultimate. I hope you guys are excited about that. Let me know. I'm not sure how to feel about how those are going because I'm not doing super well in them. I feel like I can do better, but I'd have to put a lot more energy into it. And I don't know. I almost just want to chill when I record these. It's like it feels better if I can just sit, chill, and talk about stuff, but.
What a cinch.
Yeah, with that series, it's like I have to just focus 110% on what's happening in order to do well. Or I could just try not to take it seriously, is the other thing. But I don't really know. I don't really know what to do, you know? Laugh and joke around, or take it super seriously and try to win. Who knows? I could go both ways. Maybe I could maybe I could try for both. What is Miracle? Stores 5 MP, all levels. The way they're doing magic in this game is very, very Western. It's a very Western RPG to have like magic levels. Actually, no, it's not, I guess. Never mind, no, it's not. I just recalled Final Fantasy did that. Never mind. So I've been trying to, like, order food twice a week. Or I should say, I've been trying to, like, reduce my ordering of food as opposed to just trying to make food from what I've got in my fridge. And so I usually order food, like, twice a week. So, one of my things that I've been trying to do lately is to try to, like, I've been ordering wings pretty much once every week from either B-Dubs or Quaker Steak, and I've just been trying to, like, build myself up to the spiciest wings. So every week I'll order the next spiciest, I'm getting through B-dubs right now because they have, or it's called B-dub, Buffalo Wild Wings, right? It's like a local, they have it everywhere in the U.S., but not internationally, I don't think so. People might not know what I'm talking about. But they have, like, they have a whole, like, range of sauces, that go up and up and up and get hotter and hotter as you go up. And then there's this other place called Quaker Steak. Its full name is Quaker Steak and Lube, which is kind of funny. Cause it used to be like a place where they did car stuff as well. Like they would sell you, like it was a restaurant, but also a place to buy like car stuff. You know what I mean? But now it's just a restaurant now, I think. So, these are the Dom ruins, Justin. When I came here before, it was full of Garlisle soldiers. I wasn't able to go inside. So this is my first time inside the ruins. I don't know what'll happen now, so we must be careful. Okay, now let's go. Yeah, so like every week, oh god, I can go all the way out here. Okay. Ooh, Jesus. I think I can partially determine where I've been by if I've killed an enemy or not in that location. Or if there's enemies there, then I haven't been there yet, unless I leave the location. Okay, this might not be good. There we go. Oh, come on, dude. How did you not get that in time? This is a very annoying concept. There it is. I mean, do I have to do a critical if I just want to do this? I just want to shoot him. I think I do. I think I do have to do a critical in order to do the cancel. I don't even know who I just sent over there. Oh, this is hellish. Oh boy. This is by far one of the dumbest enemies. Here we go. Alright, I don't know what they're doing. Go, go. Alright, we're getting there, we're getting there. And we win.
Hip hip hooray!
God damn, dude. It's an intense enemy to battle. What was I even talking about? Oh, I gotta go all the way around here? Okay. I actually don't remember at all what I was talking about. But... Oh, right. So, from B-dubs. I mean, I guess that's basically it. That's the story. But this week I had Thai curry flavored. I'm trying to catch up with Quaker Steak, because with Quaker Steak I've got like 6, because they have far less sauces. And I want to do one from each. Like I want to switch them out, see which one's hotter, which one's better. So I made it to Thai curry on B-dubs this week.
Pretty easy.
And it was spicy, sure, I guess, not especially, but it was actually surprisingly delicious. What's the thing that like surprised me about it? I'm like, wow, this is actually really good. I feel like this might be an underrated flavor of frickin' hot wing. Thai curry. High recommend that one. That one's good. I don't recommend any of the dusted ones. They're all terrible. They barely, at least the one from where I go, the one I go to like barely dust them, and it's like, it's just not. It's an obviously lesser experience, you know, than you would get if you would just get the sauce on the frickin' wings, man. Plus there's the possibility that if you like breathe in when you're eating the dusted ones, that you like you'll get the dust in your sinuses, and that'll be painful, dude. You don't want that. I don't know if you guys have if that's ever happened to you guys before. Oh, I had this one time when I was in high school. My mom had taken me to like a dermatologist, I think, was she taking me somewhere to get checked out for like acne or something? Which I didn't even have a very bad case of acne. But my mom's just insane, so she treats me for literally well, that's not, it sounds worse to say it like that. But she did like get me a prescription for something for acne. I really don't think I needed. So I was taking this, I think it was for acne. I'm pretty sure it was. I don't know why I would take a pill for acne, but apparently that's what happened. So I was taking this stuff, and one time I just took it. It was like a capsule, basically, but it was mostly powder inside the capsule. So you're supposed to just swallow it, and then it's like, you know, you swallow it, and that's it. Then it goes down your esophagus. And it dissolves like the capsule, right? Well, I ended up swallowing this capsule, and then I think it like must have stuck in my throat or something, because I ended up like burping, and then I got all of this powder that like came out of my my esophagus, and it just like went straight into my like sinuses, and I literally, it was so awful. I had to run to the bathroom, and I started throwing up, like, and my aunt was there, and they were like, what the hell? Dude literally just ran into the bathroom and started vomiting. I was like in pain. It was so awful. Like I don't know how to even describe what it felt like, but it was just like, I don't know. It just immediately made me like vomit for some reason. And so I left the bathroom with like my eyes watering, and I'm like, I tried to explain to her what had just happened. I'm like, I just took the pill, and like I burped or something, and the dust just came in and fucking killed me. It was very unexpected. But yeah, you don't want that shit in your sinuses. I know what happens. I know what happens when you do that. Nothing good, nothing good. Alright, I want to continue exploring the rest of this little area before I go in. Grab some dynamite. Grab some jewels, some gold, some treasures. Ooh, that's a lot of enemies. Ugh. I haven't watched any movies in a while or anything to really talk about in terms of that. I have read a lot of comics. I have been reading a lot of comics, but I don't know how interested people are in like hearing about that. Because comics are like a very niche thing, whereas if like I talk about like movies, and I always feel kind of like weird talking about comic books. Like nobody's gonna care about this.
Not bad, eh?
Well, like I talk about movies and I talk about TV shows. I feel like those are a little more universal. I can talk about games, but like most of the games I play, you see me play at the moment. I only have one game that I keep to myself and only play by myself, and I've talked a little bit about it before. Oh, what? I didn't get ambushed. Oh, this is the song that plays when you get ambushed, but I think that's fucking cheap, dude. Is Pillars of Eternity, which is a really interesting game. I've talked about it before already, though, and I don't know there's much else for me to talk about except to just spoil what's going on in the story. It's a really good game. They have used
Not bad, eh?
like they very clearly like some of these voice actors, like, cause I started watching like a show called Critical Role. You probably heard of it. It's like a Dungeons and Dragons show, but with a bunch of voice actors who just like they're doing this campaign. And I only just discovered I didn't know about it before. I started watching it, and it's like really fun. But now I recognize these voices. I always recognized Matt Mercer, of course. Liam O'Brien apparently is the voice of Gaara in Naruto, and that's really weird to me. And then there's Laura Bailey. She does all the voices. But yeah, so Matt Mercer, it seemed to be that they must be some kind of fan of Critical Role, at least on some level, to put Matt Mercer in a game that's very much inspired by like Dungeons and Dragons games. How to learn spells. Use magic spells with the attributes purchased using mana eggs to improve your magic skill level. And each type of magic spell reaches a certain skill level, a new spell is gained. For example, using the burn spell Fire raises your fire magic skill level, so you get stronger fire spells. If you aim an attack spell at several enemies in a battle, you can acquire even more magic skill points. Also, when using mana eggs to purchase magic spells, it is a good idea to consider a combination of attributes. Huh. Okay. So it's telling me I should use stuff to raise that makes sense, actually. That's very different from what I'm used to.